Let's have a conversation about life after 50. I had a conversation with like 4 women, and after us we walking and having fun, and they made me feel so comfortable because this journey I'm on, I'm just like, okay, am I going to do all this all alone by myself, and this and that? But even if I had to, it was fine. But it's more, I could put it, I enjoy it more because I am with women that's older than me. You understand? So that makes it even better. It's great. It's good. But anyway, after we had our little walk and we were talking, and we just sat down and just feel the breeze and just enjoy a talk. And a conversation came up about men. So again, I didn't use my platform or anything like that. I never told them anything about me, hey, on YouTube or nothing like that. I'm not going to do that. If you see, you see. If you don't, oh well. But anyway, one of the ladies, she was talking about, dating. Now, this lady is in her 70s, okay? So once again, look at me, small on me, 58 years old. Girl, get your life. These women are having a blast, But of course, a couple of them, they were married. But this particular one, no. So she just went into the conversation. Oh, I'm going out tonight, blah, blah, blah. Wine or whatever, her little fancy stuff. And she stated that this time, if he's not serious, we're not going to go back on dates anymore. So the other lady asked the question, why do you do that? You say this all the time. You say it all the time. You just got to get it together. You're not a young teenager anymore. And she said, no, I'm young. I'm young. I might be old by age, but I'm young by heart. So I said, oh, that's so cute. So then she asked me, she said, what about you, SJ? She said, are you married? Are you single? I said, no, I'm not married. Yes, I am single. She said, are you dating anyone? I said, no, not at this time. But I said, you can give me some tips. So then as we went on, she stated that, after so long of being married and everything, and her husband, of course, passed on. And she just thought like from there, it was just no life, and it took her some time. She did say it took time for her to just, be in a position that she's in now where she just feels so energetic, young. Of course, she works out. I mean, you could tell, man. I'm serious. This lady is in her 70s and she looks good. She looks good, seriously, because she takes good care of herself. But anyway, she was stating that it took a long time, but, she got out there and she did it. She just started, conversating and went from there. Then she started dating and she never stopped, So I asked her, I said, well, in all of that, are you in a position that you want to be married again one day or not? And she said, no, she'd rather not. And I asked her why. And she stated she don't want to do it again. She enjoy where she's at now. And, again, your choice, no judgment. I understand. And then she asked me, what about myself? And I told her, yes, one day I do. I truly do want to be married, And I'm not ashamed to say that, because, a lot of women have their own opinions about, when you're married and you're divorced, or I never dealt with what she dealt with, as far as losing a loved one, her husband and everything. So I understand. I do. I really do. But for me, I want to. I want to start all over again. I want this time around, as they say, the second time around, I know in my heart that it will be much better because who I am now today, We have to learn, and everything that we go through, our experiences in life, we should learn from our experience. Let's put it that way. So that's where I'm at in everything. And I love the conversation with her because it was no judgment. And I do feel for her because, it was someone that she loved very much, and she was married for over 50 some years. So I do understand. I do. And maybe there's just something that she said, hey, I don't ever want to do again. Or even maybe she's holding back. You never know. Maybe she probably do. Who knows? But right now, the stage that she's at, she's happy. So I think the conversation was great for me because I also, other women there, they are married women. And, they had their, how married women are. Sometimes we could just be like, yeah, this and that. My husband did this, my husband did that, blah, blah, blah. And of course, the single lady, she's just like, woo, that's you guys' problem, not mine, because she said, I'm having fun and everything. And the great part about it is that they are friends and they hang out with each other. It's not even a problem, that, the friend is not married. She's single and she's out there dating. And these other women are married. It seems like their husbands don't have a problem with that. So that is really a good thing too, because there's no judgment. So anyway, like I said, life never stops. It doesn't stop for us, honey. It really don't. We have to just, stand tall, be brave, keep God first, and we can do all things. We really can. And it just made me even more to say that, and it's really nothing about like trying to get out there and date a man or whatever. Like I said, God comes first, my health, and that's what I'm on. Because these women have shown me that, take care of yourself. When you get to my age, look at us, they're healthy, they're doing good. And that's what I want, because if you don't have your health, what really can you do in this world? Nothing. Nothing. So in saying that, guys, just, let's just keep it good. Women, middle-aged women all around the world, it doesn't matter. Let's just keep loving on ourselves. Let's just keep doing what we have to do to make this work. Let's not worry about what people think or why they think. Don't worry about, okay, if I can do this, am I pretty enough? If I'm, don't. Your heart is the most important thing, Looks mean nothing. As long as you got God in your life and your heart is pure, I'm telling you, it will be all right. Let's just be brave. Let's just hey, get out there and do it. And once again, keep God first and always surround yourself with good people. Always do that. I'm telling you, positive people, positive environment is so good for us. I'm telling you. Seriously. So anyway, I love you guys. Have a blessed day. And remember to like, subscribe, and comment if you want. God bless.